crime, an all-new Scene of the Crime tonight on Crime Time After Prime Time. Thanks for being with CBS tonight. Now get ready for your local news. This is CBS.
Oh, Auntie Em, there's no place like home.
And that message bears repeating as Minnesotans travel this holiday by planes, trains, automobiles, and buses to make it home for Thanksgiving tomorrow. From WCCO Television, this is the 10 o'clock news. Welcome to this late edition of the 10 o'clock news. We'll show you how travel is going tonight in the region and how you can get specific information on conditions.
And we'll also have these other headline stories in preparation tonight for Thanksgiving dinner, tomorrow at home and at the shelters. In medical news, the most effective treatment ever for chickenpox is already on drugstore shelves. And you're going to see what Congress did tonight before heading home for the holiday. But first, many of you are traveling tomorrow or will have visitors on the way.
Here's a quick overview of the interstates. Now, heading east into Wisconsin, the roads at last report are in good winter driving condition with some scattered slippery spots in the passing lanes. Heading south, though, it is scattered slippery spots on I-35, and the roads get worse as you get into Iowa with rain and freezing rain. We'll have more on that from Mike a little later. Then heading into the Dakotas, North Dakota roads are wet but in good driving condition. And as for South Dakota, wet roads reported generally worse as you head toward Rapid City, and they may get even worse. Now, you can get specific reports on your destination from our travel line, and Brad Good joins us now from there. How is travel going tonight, Brad?
Well, Colleen, fortunately, it's not the nightmare that many of us are used to, quite frankly, on the Thanksgiving holiday weekend. In fact, so far, travel of all kinds is moving remarkably well in and out of the Twin Cities tonight. The Greyhound bus terminal in Minneapolis was jammed most of the day. Greyhound says sales are moving better than last year. Many incoming buses tonight were delayed, however, 45 minutes to an hour, and a few travelers were delayed for other reasons. Yeah, how was the trip in from Des Moines?
Well, it was good. The road was good. Yeah. But somehow or other, our baggage got on another bus, so we've had to stand here for an hour to pick up our suitcase. So you didn't want to hear that, did you?
AAA says fewer Americans are choosing to do the driving. They're staying home to save money. 1 million fewer Americans will hit the pavement this holiday compared to last year. The Amtrak station in St. Paul was quiet tonight, but Amtrak says its bookings are higher than last year because they didn't raise the rates. Air travel locally is also up nearly 5% and moving in and out of the Twin Cities remarkably well. An estimated 67,000 people flew in and out of the airport today. Most were on time, as were the travelers.
I've been here for well over an hour and a half, and no problems. Last night maybe I thought there was, but the snow, and it's all gone today, so I'm just looking forward to a smooth flight.
The FAA says air travel is moving smoothly tonight across the country with few delays. Now, again, most of us do travel by car on this holiday, and that's why we have our Travel Line Center. The Travel Line Center will be here throughout the weekend. It will be staffed with meteorologists, as it is right now through Sunday from 7 a.m. until 11 p.m. Now, the number to call here at our Travel Line Center is 330-9020. And remember again, Colleen, that Sunday is the busiest single day of the Thanksgiving holiday, and so folks that are on those roads coming home need to take a little extra time because there will be delays, of course, and they need to be just a little extra cautious coming home on Sunday.
All right, thanks for the advice, Brad. Well, the big event tomorrow, of course, is Thanksgiving dinner.
And tonight, many Minnesotans were doing last-minute errands to make sure all goes well. In St. Paul, places like Rainbow Foods were packed with people buying the fixins for turkey and trimmings. Liquor stores were also crowded tonight since they'll be closed tomorrow for the holiday. And people who were smart enough or just busy let someone else make the Thanksgiving dessert. They were picking up pies they had ordered in advance for tomorrow. But with the continuing problems with the economy, not everyone can afford a big dinner like that.
And more people are relying on help this year. In fact, this Bloomington food shelf, like many others in the suburbs, has been seeing many more people in need. In 1980, the shelf helped 1,500 people a year. Now it serves 2,100 people a month.
We're seeing a new poor. Is that what you mean? You're seeing a middle class who were once our donors, now are people who need our services.
For now, this food shelf is well stocked, but it needs toys for Christmas and food and cash donations all year round. Thanksgiving hunger is not new. For the Disciples Ministry Church, feeding the hungry is a tradition. And again this year, the North Minneapolis Church gave out 5,000 bags of groceries to inner-city families who could use the help this Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, volunteers and staffers at the organization called Little Brothers Friends of the Elderly were doing the mammoth cooking job for tomorrow's dinners. Some will be served there, others will be delivered to homes.
Crime doesn't take a holiday. One man is dead, another man on the loose tonight after a shooting in South Minneapolis. Police found the victim shot in the chest at 2108 Oakland just before 9 tonight. He was rushed to the Hennepin County Medical Center where he died a short time later. Police described the suspect they are looking for as a short black man with a skinny build driving an early 80s Plymouth Horizon. It is unclear what led to the shooting. Now, a follow-up to a lead story last night. We first told you that Minneapolis police have a suspect in custody who they believe is involved in the murders of 2 gay men last summer. The 32-year-old man has been jailed for a month on an unrelated robbery charge, but his looks are very much like the composite drawing, and they have to help witnesses to one of the murders, Joel Larson's case in Loring Park. The man has not been charged with murder, but today, investigators did tell reporter Tom Gasparoli they expect he will be charged, even if no new evidence surfaces. Leaders of the gay community expressed relief at the news of a suspect, saying that it will lower fear among gay men.
On Tuesday, the Hennepin County Medical Examiner identified a man whose body was found in the Mississippi River last summer as that of 28-year-old Darren Haynes of Minneapolis. The identity was made after a reconstructed model of the man's face was released to the news media on Monday. This morning, Haynes' family met with the medical examiner's staff to protest the long delay in identifying the man. His mother was upset because last June she contacted authorities to say she thought the unidentified man found in the river might be her son.
If they had just let us bring his dental records in back in June, it would have been, it may not have been different or easier, but I just think that 6 months of hoping and praying and crying and being on the telephone and for something that it took him 3 hours.
The medical examiner says the reason his staff didn't consider Haynes a victim last summer is because everyone involved in the case believed the body had been in the river at least a year before the young man disappeared. Dr. Gary Peterson says his staff has never had a case before where a body had decomposed so rapidly in just a few weeks, making it appear it had been in the river for a very long time. The medical examiner is still trying to determine how Darren Haynes died.
After working for 33 hours straight, the United States Congress is adjourned for the holiday season. And tired lawmakers worked through the night last night to finalize the bills. Here's what will be sent to the president for his signature. A major highway bill that both parties agree will jumpstart the economy with new construction projects. An expansion of unemployment benefits, an additional $25 billion to keep the savings and loan bailout program alive, and a $70 billion bailout of the federal deposit.
Rest from the last ability. 100. This year's city sampler features settle for some.
War. I mean, I don't care. You can soccer players, your baseball players, your football.